Hi guys, how do we solve this equation? X to the power of 6 could be written as x to the power of 3 times 2 equal to, this right hand side also could be written as x minus 1 to the power of 3 times 2. This implies that x to the power of 3 times 2 minus x minus 1 to the power of 3 times 2 is equal to 0. Now, recall that a square minus b square is equal to a plus b times a minus b. Applying this identity to this guy, we simply have x to the power of 3 plus x minus 1 to the power of 3 times x to the power of 3 minus into x minus 1 to the power of 3, everything equal to 0. Let's continue. At this stage, let us record these two algebraic properties. The first one is the sum of two cubes. A to the power of 3 plus b to the power of 3 is equal to a plus b times a square minus ab plus b square. The second identity is different of two cubes. A cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b times a square plus ab plus b square. Take note of these two identities, very important. Before we utilize these identities, from here, it is obvious x to the power of 3 plus x minus 1 to the power of 3 is equal to 0, or x to the power of 3 minus into x minus 1 to the power of 3 is equal to 0. So we will now consider each of these equations, this guy and this. Firstly, let us solve this cubic equation. So applying this first identity to this guy, we simply have x plus x minus 1 times s square minus x into x minus 1 plus x minus 1 all squared, everything equal to 0. This implies that dropping this bracket, we simply have x plus x minus 1 times s square minus s times x, that is minus s square, minus s times minus 1, we have plus x plus. If you expand x minus 1 all square very well, you're gonna have s square minus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Let's continue. This implies that x plus x, that is 2x, so we have 2x minus 1 times, clearly s square minus s square cancel each other, we are left with s square x minus 2x, that is minus x plus 1 equal to 0. This implies that 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, or s square minus x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now, let us solve this linear equation first. So that will be 2x equal to 1. Divide both sides by 2. S is clearly equal to 1 over 2. This is the first solution, and it is the only real solutions. Now, let us solve this other quadratic equation. We can solve it using quadratic formula, which is x equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. From this equation, a is equals to 1, b is negative 1, c is equals to 1. So, x is equal to minus, what is b? B is minus 1, minus 1 plus or minus square root of b square, that will be minus 1 all squared, minus 4 into a is 1, c is 1, into 1, all divided by 2 into The value of a is 1. X is equal to minus times minus 1, that is 1, plus or minus square root of minus 1 whole square, that is 1, minus 4 times 1, that is simply 4, or divided by 2 times 1, that is 2. So x is equal to 1 plus or minus square root of 1 minus 4, that is negative 3, divided by 2. X is equal to 1 plus or minus. I can rewrite square root of minus 3 as square root of negative 1 times square root of 3, or divided by 2. Let's proceed further. X is equal to 1 plus or minus. Don't forget, from the complex number, square root of minus 1 is equals to I. So we have I here times square root of 3 divided by 2. This implies that x is either equal to, considering the positive sign, we have 1 plus I times square root of 3 divided by 2, or x is equal to, considering the negative sign, we have 1 minus I times square root of 3 divided by 2. This is the second solution, while this is the third solution. Let us solve the other cubic equation, which is this guy, x to the power of 3 minus into x minus 1 to the power of 3 equal to 0. X to the power of 3 minus x minus 1 to the power of 3 is equal to 0. Recall that a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3 is equal to a minus b times a square plus ab plus b square. To this left hand side, we're gonna have x minus into x minus 1 times s square plus x into x minus 1 plus x minus 1 all squared, everything equal to 0. Let's proceed further. This means that x minus times x, that is minus x, minus times minus 1 plus 1 times s square plus x times x, s square, x times minus x plus x minus 1 all square. If you expand this very well, you're gonna have s square minus 2x plus 1, everything equal to 0. Let's continue. This means that clearly x minus x, that goes, we are left with 1 times x square plus s square plus s square, that is 3s square, minus x minus 2x, that is minus 3x, plus 1 equal to 0. This implies that 1 times this, we have 3s square minus 3x plus 1 equal to 0. Let us solve this quadratic equation using quadratic formula. X equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4 times a times c, all divided by 2 times a. From this equation, a is equals to 3, b is minus 3, c is equal to 1. So x is equal to minus, what is b? B is negative 3, plus or minus square root of b square, that will be minus 3 all squared, minus 4, what is a? A is 3, into 3 into, and c is equals to 1, all divided by 2 into the value of a, that is 3. This implies that x is equal to minus times minus 3, that is 3, plus or minus square root of minus 3 all square, that is 9, minus 4 times 3 times 1, that is 12. Everything divided by 2 times 3, that is simply 6. This means that x is equal to 3 plus or minus square root of 9 minus 12, that is negative 3, all divided by 6. So x is equal to 3 plus or minus, I can rewrite square root of minus 3 as square root of negative 1 times square root of 3 divided by 6. X is equal to 3 plus or minus. Don't forget, from the complex number, we know that square root of minus 1 is equals to I. So replacing this guy with I times root 3 divided by 6. This implies that x is equal to 3 plus I times root 3 all divided by 6, or x is equal to 3 minus I times root 3 all divided by 6. This is the fourth solution, while this is the fifth solution. That's it. Thank you so much guys for watching.